The moment the judge looked at my husband and said, "You forged your wife's signature and stole her home," I knew the man who ruined my life had just destroyed his own. My name is Claire. For 12 years, I believed I had a good marriage. Not perfect, but stable. We lived in Pasadena, California, in a modest home I inherited from my late mother. That house wasn't just property. It was a memory. It was safe. It was the last place I felt close to her. My husband, Daniel, worked in commercial real estate. Charismatic, confidence, always talking numbers, deals, and future plans. Everyone trusted him, especially me. I handled the home, our daughter's school, the quiet parts of life. Daniel handled money. I didn't question it. I thought trust was love. I was wrong. The first crack appeared when Daniel started coming home later. Then weekends disappeared into business conferences. His phone never left his hand. When I asked questions, he smiled and kissed my forehead like I was a child. "Relax," he said. "I'm doing this for us." I believed him until the letter arrived. The envelope was plain, legal, cold, notice of eviction. I remember rereading it over and over, convinced it was a mistake. The house, my mother's house, had been sold. Sold. Without me. When I confronted Daniel, his face didn't panic. It hardened. "You signed," he said calmly. I told him I didn't. That's when he sighed, annoyed, and said something that still haunts me. "Don't make this harder than it needs to be." That night, I searched through old documents, and then I found it. A deed transfer. My name. My signature. Forged. The next betrayal hit even harder. I discovered Daniel wasn't alone. The conferences were vacations, with a woman 10 years younger. Someone he had promised my house to, our house, as an investment. I broke. I cried on the kitchen floor until sunrise, shaking, gasping, wondering how I let my life collapse so quietly. I almost gave up. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay on the couch staring at the ceiling fan as it spun in slow circles, the eviction notice folded and unfolded in my hands until the paper softened. My chest felt tight, like I was breathing through a crack in the wall. Every memory of that house came rushing back. My mother's laugh in the kitchen, the way sunlight hit the hallway every morning, the place where I learned what safety felt like. And now it is gone. I remember whispering out loud, "How did this happen?" over and over, like if I said it enough times, the answer would appear. I checked my phone, half expecting a message from Daniel saying it was all a mistake. Instead, I found silence. That silence hurt more than the betrayal itself. It told me everything I needed to know. The next morning, I tried to act normal. I made coffee. I packed my daughter's lunch. My hands shook so badly, I dropped the spoon twice. When Daniel walked past me, without looking, something inside me cracked. Not loudly, quietly, the kind of crack that changes you forever. I went into the bathroom and locked the door. I slid down against it and covered my mouth so no one could hear me cry. I felt stupid, weak, ashamed. I kept thinking, how did I let the man I trusted most turn me into this? For a moment, just one moment, I considered giving up, signing whatever he wanted, walking away from the house, starting over somewhere smaller, quieter, invisible. But then another thought came. If I stayed silent, he wouldn't just take my home. He would take my voice. And I wasn't ready to lose that too. That was the moment I stopped breaking and started remembering who I was. But something changed that morning. Anger replaced fear. I stopped confronting him. I stopped crying in front of him. I started listening. I secretly gathered bank records, emails, text messages, notarization logs. I noticed patterns. The forged signature had been notarized by someone Daniel worked with. That's when I met my attorney. She didn't interrupt. She didn't rush me. She just listened, and then said, "Claire, this is criminal." For the first time in weeks, I breathed. Daniel underestimated me completely. He thought silence meant surrender. He bragged to his girlfriend that the house was handled. He had no idea I was building a case that would collapse everything he touched. The courtroom was packed. Daniel walked in confident, smug, even. He nodded at people like this was just another business meeting. Then my attorney stood. She projected the deed on a screen. Side-by-side signatures. Real. Forged. Gasps filled the room. The notary froze. Daniel's face went pale. Then came the bank records. The emails. The lies. When the judge asked Daniel to explain himself, his voice cracked for the first time. That was the moment. The one where I stood up, held the forged document in my hands, and looked directly at him. "This was my mother's home," I said, "and you stole it." The room went silent. That image, me standing there, calm, unbreakable, is burned into my memory forever. Daniel lost everything. His license, his reputation. His girlfriend vanished the moment the charges hit. The house was returned to me. But more than that, my power was returned. I learned something important. Betrayal thrives in silence. Justice begins the moment you decide you're done being quiet. Today, I sat in that same living room. The walls feel warmer now, safer. And I know one thing for certain. He thought I was weak. That was his biggest mistake.
Before you go, if this story moved you in any way, please like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Revenge Uncut. Your support truly means everything to us. Don't forget to leave a comment below. We read every single one, and your words help shape this channel more than you know. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers so we can keep bringing you powerful, real, and unforgettable stories. Thank you for being part of this journey.